She was beyond even the tourist scene, outside of the traditional verdant estates of the wealthy few. She was in a neighborhood more working-class suburbia than Polynesian paradise. In her own small ranch house, in her garage, in her car, she'd been strangled.
Init.
It was Sandra's new boyfriend, Ryan
Ang
Schaefer,
init.
who told the police that he found her that way.
And she was slumped to the right of the passenger seat. Face
Sarap.
down.
Sarap ng adobo ko.
Roy Asher was one of the original investigators. We spoke to him in 2009. This was 3 years after Sandra was murdered.
I saw after they made some major notes. They kind of told us that they had an idea of what
Init.
was
Mainit pa.
What? In or like a fishing line.
Sandra's shirt was brown. Her lip was red, as if she'd been punched in the face. Ryan, her boyfriend, was the one on the right of the screen. He discovered Sandra's body around 9 p.m. But the cops could see she'd been dead for a while by then.
Probably 8 to 10 hours. Which would have put the time of death in the morning.
Could you get any more exact?
No.
Given that the estranged husband, Darren, used to live with Sandra, and Ryan was now dating her, their fingerprints would certainly be explained. Nothing suspicious there. But Ryan finding the body, well, that was potentially suspicious. Did he have one?
Yes.
And it checked out.
Yes.
Remember what it was?
It was a look.
So who else? Well, there was Sandra's estranged husband, Darren, of course.
Kain tayo.
This was interesting.
Like the one he told us.
So in other words, he didn't
No.
basically on that rocky island. Police arrested Darren.
When we first did, we think the husband put it together, but after my first reaction was
Hmm?
But even as Larry tried to wrap his mind around that idea, the detective called him the following day.
He says, we got a letter. We got a letter. We've talked to the prosecutor up earlier.
Sapit sarap. Sapit sarap.
He was Darren involved or not. Hit by grief and impatient for answers, Larry launched an investigation of his own.
It was like a, I don't know, a panic. I mean, I've got so many things to do and I've got to get it done now.
As a native Hawaiian,
Hindi ko siya makagat kasi yung ngipin ko kulang. Kulang ang ngipin ko.
the details surrounding his daughter's murder. For instance, he found out that 2 days before they killed him, Darren, while working on a road crew, saw Sandra and Ryan together.
She goes driving by with her boyfriend in the car. And what we were told the police co-workers at New York Police. And he just flipped out.
At that time, this is important to the case. Sandra and Darren shared custody of their 2 sons, but remember, she worked evenings at a restaurant, so the boy slept over with Darren, and at 6 o'clock in the morning, she would show up, pick them up, take them off for breakfast, get them ready for school, and daycare. But Larry discovered that on the night before she was murdered, Sandra stayed over at Ryan's house, her boyfriend. He dropped her off at her place at 6 a.m. And then the neighbors told Larry they saw her leave in her car soon after that, apparently heading to pick up the boys. And neighbors confirmed they saw Sandra's car return a short while later, but without the children. Larry ran through his contacts, but Sandra had a 10 o'clock appointment that morning to get her nails done at a salon about 45 minutes ago.
She never made the appointment. So this is how we narrow down the time of death before about 9 o'clock, where she would have had to leave to make her appointment.
Cop didn't tell her. Larry learned from his own sources that boyfriend Ryan had an alibi, while husband Darren did not. All of which left Larry thinking the same thing as the police. Must have been Darren who murdered Sandra.
Right now, I'm driven by the case. I don't know if that would affect it.
Then even Sandra's friends, like Krista Hall, also thought Darren was guilty.
I think everyone thought that Darren would be arrested
Ang init. Aray. Ay, ay, ay.
There was indeed that race, but it wasn't fair.
Coming up,
Gotta get this case solved.
a new theory about Sandra's murder.
She may have been smuggling drugs in a really hot suitcases and not even know it.
And a threat to her father.
I had to figure out a way to get away with it.
Sarap.
When Dateline continues,
Sarap ng adobo.
Do Pixar continuously
Jerusalem de Myanmar.
asthma attacks? So game days are better. Girls' days are better. Even Mondays are better. Fix it today.
Wapa ako. Nabusan ako ng manok.
Some people thought their asthma symptoms included as
I need to get more chicken.
reactions with skin reactions.
Because it's so good. Ooh la la. Super, super yummy. Chicken. Parang gusto ko pa rin ng kanin na kupo. Mainit pa. Ang init. Mainit pa yung manok.
Trucking accidents can change lives in an instant. The injuries, devastation, there's far worse than most wrecks. What Keith, we understand what you're going through. Our job is to make sure you get the support and compensation you need to rebuild your life.
Hindi ko makagat. Kulang yung ngipin ko.
We are here to help you through. What Keith is for us. It's personal.
Kuya yata natanggal yun.
No income tax cuts and more excuses from failed career politicians. Vote for the other guy. But if you want a conservative that knows how to lead guys, who will deport criminals illegally, cut the income tax in half, and slash the property tax in half, then I'm Rick Jackson, and I'm asking for your vote.
After a car crash, how bad of an idea is it to
Sarap.
borrow against the insurance company? It's like smoking at the gas pump.
Ang sarap. Sarap, sarap. Ooh.
We know a thing or two about the insurance company, and we'll be with you every step of the way. You gotta get here. Gary Master, 423-444-8888. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. When you hire us, you are our boss, my boss. We have a
Alexa,
client satisfaction.
turn off the TV.
Okay.
Kain tayo. Sarap ng chicken. Adobo. Luto ko. Yummy. Sarap. Sobrang sarap. Hindi na ako kain sa trabaho. Hala, maaga pala akong aalis dahil mayroon akong appointment. Oh my God, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh my God, I gotta go. Meron pala akong second dose vaccine shot today. I gotta go. Oh my God. Agoy. May mahuli na ako nito. Malit ako sa trabaho. Hala ka. Hala ka. gotta go now. May appointment ako. I gotta go. Kalimutan ko. May appointment pala ako. Halaka. Halaka, halaka. Halaka. Nakalimutan ko. Halaka. I forgot. Da-da-da, da-da-da. And I forgot. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I forgot. My uncle. Guys, wait, you eat, put your rice in the plate and heat it up 1 minute and 35 seconds and put the chicken on the top, the chicken juice on it, put it on the top of the rice. You heard me cook that? The rice is in the refrigerator. If you guys ready to eat, just heat it up in the microwave. Make sure that save some rice for Cooper and for Dominic and Tyler. There's a lot of rice in there. I think it's enough for you all. Okay? Heat it up the rice first, and then after you heat it up, put the chicken on the top on your rice. Okay?
Don't eat it for chicken.
Huh?
Eat it for chicken.
The chicken is over there in the stove. It's in the pot, right there. You heat it up the rice first. The rice is in the refrigerator. Put some rice enough in your plate. Heat it up 1 minute and 25 seconds. You heard me? Uy, I gotta go. I have an appointment to go to my second dose vaccine shot. You heard me? You heard me? Uy. Eat the plate. Keep some rice in the fridge. Make sure it's enough in your plate. You put too much in your plate. Just make sure it's just enough for you. And heat it up in the microwave 1 minute and 35 seconds. Check if the rice is hot. If it's hot, get some chicken and juice in the pot. It's in the stew. Get some chicken wings and share it to me. Okay. Good boy. You listening to me? Champ, finish your food, Champ. Agoy, I gotta go. I gotta go. Ang aking vitamins muna. Let me check my vitamins. Andun sa banana. Kalau masih strong suruh Linda. Sampai ada kan? Rana. Binigyan ko siya ng banana. Yung how to clip over the camera. I gave him banana. Kinain niya. Kuya.